There's a maxim: when Satan disregards you, then you realize you're accomplishing something wrong. Satan goes, good gracious, let him be, hello. He's my number one. Him in a new meeting with CBN Denzel Washington appeared to have unpretentiously remarked on the embarrassment encompassing Minister Jake's supposed decay from elegance. Diddy Jake, he got two children that might be essential for the LGBT, or that local area purportedly. I surmised Denzel made it clear in a discussion that his confidence was something beyond a conviction. It was a stimulus to participate in civil rights issues. He focused on the significance of being great stewards of one's abilities and having an effect on the planet. You need to utilize your gifts. Confidence without works isn't anything. Denzel focused on focusing on the meaning of accepting as well as following up on convictions. It's absolutely unseemly for Tiddy JS to be at a DD party. I believe it's exceptionally improper of a man of a material to be at a party like that. And afterward, moving across the stage, recollecting that he was allowed to talk from his work as opposed to a regular platform, Denzel pondered a prophetic word in regards to his overall effect. The acknowledgement provoked him to utilize his superstar status to advocate for purposes connected with religion, love, and trust. And that is saying something, considering he used to go to Diddy parties too. The way in which you doing? Thank you. How you doing this evening, man? Looking great. Denzel looking attractive. Good old Denzel's depiction of an ethical hero reverberated with watchers generally all through the globe. Not simply in that frame of mind, with humility and resolve, he acknowledged his impact and comprehended the influence of account to impact individuals' perspectives and spur them to have an effect. Little personalities talk about others, tattle. Great personalities talk about occasions. Incredible personalities examine thoughts. The way that Denzel's personality in Roman J. Israel Esquire was named after a scriptural figure shows his significant attention to the preceded with significance of religion in present-day culture. The film's accentuation on equity made watchers ponder the idea of good and off base in this fallen world. Watchers had to defy profound moral strict and equity looking for issues as they became engaged in the film's story. Roman J. Israel Esquire turned out to be something other than a film exemplary. It was an exhibit of Denzel Washington's will to involve his calling for political and social change. Turned off from the style of Hollywood occasions, Denzel uncovered his profound association. Thinking back on his life as a youngster, he stressed the significance of his dad's strict convictions and the temperances he gained from him. The scandalous Will Smith Oscars hit mixed different suppositions, with many at first addressing whether it was arranged. Back in April 2022, when addressed by cleric T.D. Jakes at the Worldwide Initiative gathering in North Carolina about what he saw at the Institute grants entertainer, Denzel Washington felt free to the profound part of the episode, sharing bits of knowledge on the stage. Washington expressed, well, there's a platitude: when Satan disregards you, then you realize you're accomplishing something wrong. He proceeded to make sense of that. When Satan comes at you, it very well may be an indication that you're attempting to ever figure things out. As per Washington, Satan appeared to have a hang on the situation. That late evening King about his discussion with Will Smith after the showdown. Washington's recommendation repeated the feeling communicated in Smith's acknowledgement discourse for Best Entertainer at the '94 Foundation Grants. Smith had shared Denzel's words, "At your most elevated second, be cautious. That is the point at which Satan comes for you." Resolving the topic of how to deal with Satan's a showdown, Washington accentuated the job of petition. Who are we to censure? I don't have the foggiest idea about one of the intricate details of the circumstance, yet I realize the main arrangement was supplication. Washington imparted to Jakes. He referenced that others, including individual entertainer Tyler Perry, were available and strong during that difficult second in the repercussions of the broadly broadcasted occurrence. Smith released a general acknowledgement to humorist Chris Rock, recognizing his activities as unsatisfactory and unforgivable. I'm certain Denzel will have a ton to say about T.D. Jake A. Diddy's shenanigans now. However, you got individuals with drugs, liquor. You realize I'm comprehend ladies as floozies is in the ladies, men is in the men. And he should do the making the best choice, and you take a gander at your TV. He doing some unacceptable thing cause he's moving at Diddy party on December 21, 2023. T.D. Jake wound up moving on the web after a TikTok client $1 million made a few surprising cases about the famous Christian evangelist. The TikTok video posted on X previously Twitter asserted that R&B vocalist Cassie Ventura had given over proof to the FBI blaming Diddy for shocking demonstrations of savagery during their decade-involved acquaintance a month in the wake of settling a common claim against him in the video. My Dollar High guaranteed that Ventura gave extra proof, including tapes of Diddy's gatherings and a burner telephone having a place with Kim Watchman, Diddy's ex, who died in 2018. Watchman, who brought up 4 kids with Diddy, was covered by Minister TDJ. Ake, a dear companion of Diddy's. The TikToker proceeded to state that an email implicating TD Jakes wasn't among the proof. May Dollar High played a clasp of a unidentified man claiming that Cassie had turned over tapes portraying Diddy's supposed debased parties, embroiling a few unmistakable people, including T.D. Jakes, who was said to have been engaged with various men at these occasions. T.D. Jake, the pioneer behind the Potter House, a non-traditional multicultural church in Dallas, is quite possibly of the most noticeable Christian minister in the U.S. known for hobnobbing with VIPs, including Diddy. Jake has procured honors, for example, being named America's Best Evangelist by Time magazine and one of the country's most powerful and hypnotizing evangelists by the New York Times. The Dear Fellowship among Diddy and T.D. Jakes has as of late confronted investigation, especially after Diddy was sued by numerous individuals for charges of sexual wrongdoing. Diddy has straightforwardly credited Jake for aiding him through testing times, and in 2021 one reported a cooperation to carry Jake's elite message series to Revolt Television. The TikTok video charging proof against Daddy and T.D. Jakes has started skepticism online. The cases of double dealing and association in supposed parties are unsubstantiated, and this isn't whenever T.D. Jakes first has been up to speed in debate. In 2009, his child Jermaine Jake had to deal with penalties for obscene activities at Key Park in Dallas. Furthermore, last year, Cora Jake Coleman, T.D. Jake's little girl, was associated with claims of sexual maltreatment against her alienated spouse, Richard Coleman. These new claims against Diddy and T.D. Jakes come in the midst of the hip-hop magnate confronting 4 claims from various ladies. Diddy's past checkered. Most definitely Sean Diddy comes one of the world's best music industry mogul has, as of late, confronted a progression of serious charges. His previous sweetheart Cassie Ventura blamed him for assault, asserting he constrained her into upsetting circumstances and exposed her to rehashed actual attacks. Diddy immediately settled the claim, yet this occurrence denoted the start of a line of legitimate difficulties for the hip-hop big shot. Joey Dickerson Neal recorded another claim blaming searches for medicating and assaulting her in 1991, recording the attack and circulating the recording without her assent. Liza Gardner added to the cases, asserting that Combs and fellow artist Aaron Lobby physically attacked Ketter. The latest claim goes much further, denouncing Combs and previous Terrible Kid Mark president Harve Pierre of assaulting and sex stealing a 17-year-old young lady. Pierre passionately denied the claims, calling them sickening, misleading, and a frantic endeavor for monetary profit, while Aaron corridors stayed inaccessible for input. In light of these allegations, Diddy took to Instagram to address what is happening. He pronounced, "That's the last straw," and in his honesty, and promising to battle for his name, family, and reality anyway. This fountain of lawful difficulties has provoked a more critical gander at Diddy's past, with previous awful kid chiefs and individuals from his inward circle uncovering an example of abusive ladies going back many years. Kirk Tunnels, who helped to establish Terrible Kid diversion with Combs in 1992,